As you breathe in through your nose. Fill the space in your belly. Allow for the belly to rise. And as you exhale, fully allow for the breath to move out through your nose, through the body, down through the bottoms of the feet. As you inhale, fill space in the belly. Maybe even place your hands on top of your belly and really allow for your stomach to rise and expand, allowing for the breath to flow deeply and fully. And as you exhale, releasing that breath, almost as if you're pouring out a glass of water from the top of your head all the way down through the bottom of your feet. Filling up as you inhale, pouring out as you exhale. Inhale to fill the belly, take up space in your body with breath. And then exhale, allow the chest to fall, the belly to fall, and sink deeper into your mat today. As you inhale, focusing in on becoming present with the moment that we're spending together in our virtual space. And as you exhale, just kind of letting it go and tuning into your deeper experience, what you're feeling in your own body, what you're feeling in your own mind, and just viewing that with a sense of openness and maybe even acceptance of where you are today. We're amidst a really unique time in probably all of our lived experiences, so we really have to give our bodies a chance to slow down and decompress a bit. As the chaos around us kind of ensues, where can we find stillness and where can we still find peace in our own experience, on our own mats, in our own bodies, and in our own minds? As you breathe, allow for the breath to really fill you up, fill every crevice of your physical body. Inhale deeply. And when you just can't anymore, allow for the breath to go, flowing through fully down the crown of the head and out through the feet. And take one more deep cleansing breath in through the nose, filling up the whole entire physical body with breath, imagining that it's filling every crevice of your being. And as you exhale, letting all of that go, sinking more into the mat and more into the moment. On your next inhale breath, if you're laying down, you can slowly bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze. If you're sitting up tall, you can also just hang in there and bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice hug, whatever works for you. Rock side to side if that feels good. Let the low back just sink into the floor, almost like a self-massage here. And we'll gently take the knees over to the right side of the mat, maybe placing the right hand on top of the left thigh, extending the left arm out to the side, looking over the shoulder for a twist. Breathing in here and expanding space through the lungs. And exhale, release the hips, knees, and ankles. Sink the legs further into the floor, not holding on to anything. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale breath, bring the knees back through center. And exhale the knees over to the left side of the mat, taking the arm out to the opposite direction, looking over the right shoulder, really melting the shoulder into the mat here. Allowing for the shoulder to just kind of splay open, creating that nice opposition effect from the hips, knees, and ankles to the shoulder. And just breathing in here, expanding the space in your body for the breath to flow, and exhaling to sink deeper into the posture. Deep breath in and deep exhale. Slowly bring your knees back through center, and maybe roll over to the right side and then gently press yourself up to a seated position. We'll go ahead and meet in gentle seat. Spine is lifted, hands are on top of the thighs gently. And we'll just take some circles of the spine, moving up and around in either direction. Feel free to take this as small or as big as you need it today. Just releasing the upper back here, letting the head go. And then go the other way. And we'll meet sitting upright. Shrug your shoulders up towards the ears as you inhale. Exhale, release the shoulders down the back. Inhale, reach the shoulders up. Exhale, release. Interlace the fingers, press the palms out in front of you. Reach the arms long, send the sits bones down towards the floor and release the shoulders down the back. Inhale, expand the chest up, maybe even look up, bringing the gaze towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands to midline and curve the spine looking in the direction of the floor. And then inhale, release the chest up. Exhale, fold towards center. Really peel your fingers apart here. Release that scapula. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, release up. And now we'll just release the wrists, shake them out gently. Walk the fingertips out to the right, and then reach the left arm up and overhead. Inhale to really lengthen here, and exhale to reach, grounding in the left sits bones. Breathing in and breathing out. Great place to start engaging in your Ujjayi breathing. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose, but swirling the breath in the back of the throat. Inhale through center. Exhale, other direction. Really sinking the opposite hip down towards the floor. Lifting the chest. And expanding space in the side of the body. Breathe in. And exhale. And slowly return back through center. Walk the fingertips out in front of you, any amount that's comfortable, and let the head just rest. Again, sinking the hips down into the floor underneath you and expanding the breath in the lower ribs, in the back of the body. As you inhale, fill the back. Allow for your chest to expand here, and exhale, releasing over, maybe even more into the floor. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go, and slowly walk your hands back up to meet your vertical spine. And we'll go ahead and roll up onto hands and knees for cat and cow. Take your hands about a foot apart in your knees as well, stacking the shoulders right in line with the wrists here. And the option to tuck your toes and lift your chest as you inhale. And then take the tops of your feet to the floor, and as you exhale, press against the tops of the feet and the hands to find that nice curl of the spine. Inhale, release the chest forward, spread the collarbones wide. Exhale to curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to curl. Really using our breath to guide our movement. And if you feel so inclined to take this in opposite circles, maybe moving the body in a different direction, maybe getting the head involved, feel free to do so. This is your practice. Do what feels good to your body today. It might look different than what I'm doing, and that is okay. We're working on finding our inner intuition of what feels good to us on the mat. So we can really honor our experience authentically. And then when you're ready at your own pace, bringing the big toes together and the knees wide apart and sitting back on the heels for child's pose. Really sinking the hips back towards the heels and reaching the arms forward if that feels good to open up the shoulders. Release the head down to the floor. And staying here in your child's pose, connect to your third eye. So really allow for the head to find grounding and anchoring on the mat today. And it's here that we'll check in with our intention for our practice. Thinking about what feels important to you, how would you like to direct your energy through the next hour that we have together? Whatever your intention is, allow it to be really clear. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. And then slowly walk your hands back to all fours position. From here, we're going to take the right toes behind and lengthen the right leg. From this position, you're going to reach the left hand to the back of the head and open up your shoulder. You're going to open up the left side of your body, keeping the hips pretty square, finding a nice side stretch. And then as you exhale, you're going to curl in just after center. We'll take this about 3 times. Inhale, release the chest up, keeping the hips still. Exhale, return to center. 2 more. Reaching up. Fill space in the belly. Exhale. Last time. And release. And from here, we'll just take some arm circles. Reach the left arm down and back and up and around. Really slowly moving the shoulder, really greasing up that shoulder joint. Keeping the hips forward and the head forward. Let's take 1 more circle. And then replace the left hand to the ground. Lift the right leg up slightly and then over to the left side of the mat, just over the left leg. Turn to your left shoulder and look towards your toes. We're finding a nice release in the side of the body here and a nice twist. Inhale. Exhale. Press through each fingertip. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly lift the right leg up and replace it back down to the mat. Knees meet in the center. Breathe in and exhale. We'll do the same thing to the left. Reach the left leg back. Toes are connected to the floor. Really press the foot into the floor. Get a nice release in the arch of the foot. Bring the right hand to the back of the head and open up towards the right side of the ceiling. Exhale to curl back through center. 3 more times. Inhale, reach. Keep the hips centered. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Last time. Exhale, release. Plant the right hand on the floor. Lift the left leg up and over to the right. And then look over the right shoulder in the direction of the left toes. Inhale, lengthen. Press the palms firmly into the floor. Release the shoulders from the ears. Get a nice stretch in the left side of the body. Next, inhale, lift the toes off the ground. Replace the left knee on the ground. Let's just take an inhale breath. Exhale. And let's do 2 rounds of cat-cow just to release anything that came up there in that stretch. Curling the spine as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, curl the spine. Slowly release through center. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and return into your first downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Really release the heels towards the direction of the floor. Press the palms firmly into the ground. Release the shoulders from the ears. Sink the sits bones up towards the ceiling. Bring any movement of your legs to a nice place of stillness, and we'll inhale and move forward to plank posture. As you exhale, Slowly uncurl the spine back to downward facing dog. Let's flow through this 3 times. Inhale to plank. Really unravel. Exhale, back to your down dog. Inhale through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the heels. Inhale, rise on the tippy toes. Bend the knees and walk to the top of your mat. When you get here, bend the knees generously. Allow for your body to hang over, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, and release your head, shake it out. Allow for gravity to pull you forward. Bend your knees, release the arms, and slowly roll up to standing. Nice and easy. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the palms down by the sides. Lift and spread the toes, engage the tops of the thighs, and release the shoulders down the back. Feel your palms really receiving energy here. The spine is long, the belly is reaching towards the spine, so we're protecting the low back. Check in with the ribs, knit them together. Really find your Tadasana here. Tadasana is our foundational pose. If we can do Tadasana with activated energy, we can do anything. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward, release into your Uttanasana. Inhale for a halfway lift, reaching for the shins, extend the spine long. Exhale to bend, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. Lowering down to our first chaturanga. Feel free to come down modified. And then inhale for your cobra. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift onto tippy toes, bend the knees, step or hop forward to the top of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe you can take a slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana. Release the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Pour the heart forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Release the spine long. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Whatever variation you're using, do what feels good to you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Lift the sits bones up. Exhale, send the backs of the legs towards the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up onto tippy toes. Bend the knees, walk or hop forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend the spine long. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, release the arms out and up. Up and back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, pour the heart forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, plant the hands, step back with the right foot into a low lunge. Lower the knee down and untuck the toes. Reach the chest off the thighs. First, just coming to a vertical shape. Check in with your belly here. Bring the belly button to the spine. And then send the right hip forward and then bend the left knee. We're protecting our bodies here. Inhale up. Exhale. Release further into the stretch. Inhale up. Release the shoulders down the back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. And then release the palms to frame the left foot. Send the right palm to the ground and reach the left arm up for a twist. We're going to do some arm circles here again, reaching the left arm up and back 3 times. Greasing up the shoulder joint here. And then pause and reach the arm up towards the ceiling. Reach your gaze up towards the ceiling. Frame the left foot with the hand. Tuck the back toes. Lift the right knee. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to plank. Lower down to your flow. Inhale. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Step forward with the right foot in between the hands. Grab the calf if you need to, scooch the foot up. We want to check in with the knee that is tracking right over the ankle. Lift the chest off the thighs. First, check in with yourself. Release the shoulders down the back. Feel the balance that this requires in your legs, and then bend the right knee. Send the left hip forward. Release the shoulders down the back. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold the hands over the right leg. Plant left hand. Reach right arm up. We're taking our circles, reaching up and around 3 times. Inhale and exhale here. And then find your right hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Release the right shoulder down the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release right palm to the floor. Step the left toes, reach the left knee, and then step forward to meet the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, palms to heart center. From here, we're going to lift the right knee up towards the chest. Really pull in, hug it in, and then we're going to step back into a high lunge, releasing the right toes down to the ground, lifting the heel, continuing to reach through the chest, reaching up with the arms if that feels good, or keeping them as they are. From here, we're going to open up into warrior 2. We're going to spin the right heel down towards the ground about 90 degrees. You can feel free to scooch your back heel if needed. Your left knee is bent, your right leg is straight, and your arms are out like a T. Spread your collarbones here and bend the left knee. And check in with that front knee. Make sure it's going right over the ankle. Energize through the right edge of the right foot. Engage the tops of the thighs here. Hug the energy in towards the midline of the body. We're building some heat here. Inhale and exhale. Flip the left palm, reach up and back for peaceful warrior. Bending the left forearm down to left thigh, reach up and over with the right arm for extended side angle. Continue to bend your left knee and straighten your right leg. Spiraling the chest up, open towards the ceiling. Reach the right arm up and over ear. Spin the right hip internally here. And then begin to press into the feet. Slowly rise back to vertical. Reach up and back for peaceful warrior. We're going to spiral the hands down to frame the left foot. Come back onto the right toes. Step to plank. We're going to move forward into our flow. Inhale. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to reach the right leg up and back. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Keeping the shoulders square to the front of the room. And then we're going to release the leg forward, nose to knee. Hug it in for just a breath. And then step it forward in between the hands. Lower the left heel down about 45 degrees, preparing for warrior 1, and then lifting the chest off the thigh. Send the right knee forward, and the left hip forward, and the right hip back. That's a fun one. Bring the hands to the hips if you need to encourage the hips to rotate forward, almost like you have headlights on your hips. Reach the chest up. Inhale, breath. And exhale. And we're going to step the left foot forward to meet the right foot in a chair position. So continuing to sink the weight into the back of the heels, maybe even lifting the toes. Keeping the chest nice and elongated. See if you can sink further into your chair. Belly button connecting to the spine here. You're reaching the head long. Neck is long here. Not tilted up or down, just somewhere in between. And then slowly we'll start to stand, reaching up and back, send the hips forward. Exhale, release the arms down by the sides. Let's take a really nice big reach up and back. Release the shoulders. One more time. Reach up and back. We'll find the hands in prayer, and we'll slowly begin to lift the left leg up, hugging the knee in towards the body, pressing through each edge of the right foot. Inhale and exhale. Stepping back into a high lunge with the left toes connecting to the floor, left heel is lifted. Send the left hip forward, the right hip back. Reach up if you feel so inclined. Keep knitting the ribs together and pressing through the left heel. We're going to open up to warrior two on the second side, spinning the back heel down, and then releasing the right knee over the right ankle. You can keep your gaze towards the front of the room, over your right fingertips. And let's build some heat here. Let's feel the feet connected to the floor. Pressing through each crevice of the fingers, really releasing the arms nice and wide. Pressing through the outer edge of the left heel, and really creating a nice opposition effect in the legs. So check in with your legs. Are you pressing more into the front or the back leg? And how can you find some balance here? Flip the left palm and reach up and back for a peaceful warrior. Bend the right forearm down to the right thigh. Reach up and over with the left arm. Spiral the chest open towards the ceiling. Continue to bend the right knee. Lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Maybe even finding your gaze up or down if this hurts your neck. Continue to bend and breathe and be here right now. And then press against the feet, slowly return to vertical. Reach the right arm up and back, peaceful warrior. We're going to spiral the hands down to frame the right foot, stepping right on back into our plank posture. Lowering down as you exhale. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Lift your left leg up and back this time. Bend your knee, open your hip. Continue to reach the torso towards the right thigh. And then step forward in between the hands. Lower the right foot down about 45 degrees and then reach the chest off the thigh. Release the shoulders down. Press through the outer edge of the right foot. Send the right hip forward. If you need to take a wider step to accommodate this feeling in your hips of both forward facing, please do so. You have opportunities to change your movements to make them feel good to your body. So listen to yourself. I know I'm not there to shift your hips for you, but see if you can really spin the right hip towards the front of the room and the left hip back. Reaching up, chest is releasing. And then we're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left into our chair pose. Sink the hips down and back. Reach the chest up. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Inhale. Exhale, and then release to stand. Reach up and back. Inhale, widen the chest. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides. Let's inhale, reaching up and around. Just 2 times, releasing the shoulders. Reaching up and relax. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, we're going to take Gomukhasana arms, everybody, for our next flow. So what this is going to look like is you're going to take your right hand up first by your side, and then you're going to take the right fingertips to the left shoulder. Scooch your right fingertips as far down your left shoulder as you can, and then when you need like a little extra help, you're going to take the left hand to the right elbow, scooch your elbow just a tad bit more down your back, swing the left arm down and around to reach for that grip. So really the goal here is to just find opening in the shoulders. It doesn't matter if your hands are not touching or clasped. It's really just about finding that release. So wherever you are in your pose, allow for yourself just to be there for a breath. Really find the release in the right shoulder and then the left as well. So you're keeping the spine long. You're keeping the head just floating on top of the neck, not reaching it down or up or sideways or any which way, just keeping it leveled. Okay, we're going to reach the right leg up. Same as we did before, stepping back with the right toes into a high lunge. Continuing to work the legs as we have, bringing the right hip forward. We're going to send the chest over the thighs, bending the left knee, continuing to hold that shape of the arms if that feels comfortable to your body, and then slowly releasing up. We'll do this one more time. Exhale, release over the leg. Inhale, release up. Good, and then we're going to release that grip. Whew. Shake it out, reach the arms up. Y'all still with me? Can I get a thumbs up? Everyone's still good? Nice. Reach the arms up. We're going to spin the back heel down, warrior two. So you're bending your left knee this time, straightening the right. Let's flip the left palm, reach right up and back for reverse warrior. This time we're going to come into triangle pose, straightening both legs, reaching left fingertips forward first, and then until you can't reach no more, you're going to reach for your shin or for the floor, or the top of your thigh, whatever's most comfortable. Release the left shoulder down the back. Reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Hug the energy in through the legs here. If this is a painful position for your neck, release your neck down toward your toes. But if you'd like, you can release your head up towards the ceiling. Maybe even finding variation, bringing left fingertips, right fingertips to left hip. Then rolling the right shoulder back and really flying here, seeing if you can release the chest, but finding a lot of grounding in the feet. Woo. Release the right arm up if you had that bind, and then slowly come back to vertical. We'll keep the legs straight, but we'll do a reverse warrior here. And then we're gonna bend the left knee, spiral the hands down to frame the left foot. Step to a plank posture. We're gonna rotate the weight onto the right hand and the right outer edge of the foot, coming up for a side plank. If you'd like to take this modified, you can take the left foot down to the ground and bend the knee and just lift up through the side of the body, working the same exact muscles. Breathe here. If you want to take any variations of the legs here, bring it to a tree, either full or to the ankle, go for it. Press through the right palm, lift through the side of the body, and then slowly release left hand down to the ground. We're going to move forward into our flow, or if you'd like, hitting your child's pose along the way. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, release the right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. We're gonna bring the right leg forward. In between the hands, step the foot down, spin the back heel down, 45 degrees, reach the chest off the thighs, warrior one. From here, we'll release to goalpost arms, and then we'll reach back, maybe grabbing for the grip of the fingers, and then releasing the chest up. Press both palms firmly together. Knit the ribs together here so we're not puffing out the chest. We're really still maintaining that connection of the belly button to the spine. Exhale over the right thigh, reaching the arms up. Humble warrior. Let the head go. Press through the feet to find your anchoring. From here, challenge, stepping forward, keeping bent knees, or straightening the legs. Release your head here. You got it. Keep your arms. You got this. And then when it's too much and you're finding your edge, you found it, release your hands. Shake them out. Bend your legs. Shake out your head. Release the upper body. Bend and straighten your legs just a few times, reaching for whatever surface works for you, whether that's the back of your legs, the floor, the tops of the thighs, wherever you are, meet yourself there and just give yourself a chance to connect to your body and to connect to your stretch and your breath. Bend your knees generously and slowly begin to rise to the top of the mat. We'll reach the arms up. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart. Take a breath in. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Let's take Gomukhasana arms, cow face pose on the second side. So this time you're taking your left arm up and reaching it to the right shoulder. Take right arm to the elbow and then scooch your fingertips back. Reach the right arm down and around to connect either fingertips or maybe you're like reaching for your bra strap. This is what mine looks like today. And then give yourself a chance just to settle into this posture. Breathe in and breathe out. Engage the tops of the thighs here, releasing the belly button to the spine, maintaining that same structure that we've had throughout class. Hugging your left knee up this time. And then stepping back into our high lunge. Knitting the ribs together, sending the left hip forward. Inhale, breath. As we exhale, we're going to fold over the right thigh. Hover. Inhale, reach the spine long. One more time. Exhale, over the front leg. Inhale, rise. Good. Release the arms. Shake them out. Reach up. And then we're going to open up warrior two, second side. Bending the right knee, straightening the left leg. Flip the right palm, reach up and back. Peaceful warrior. Continue to bend the right knee. And then return back through center and straighten the right leg. We're going to come into Trikonasana, reaching the right fingertips forward so much that they eventually touch one surface of your body or the floor, or if you have a block handy, the inside of a block. Releasing your left shoulder down your back, sending your left hip really in here. We're really externally rotating here, hugging in all of the energy so that we can find freedom in our chest to float here. Maybe bending the left arm, fingertips coming to right hip, spiraling the chest open towards the ceiling if that's in your wheelhouse. If that feels good to you. Trying not to dump too much in this right hand. And then lifting the left fingertips up towards the ceiling, slowly rooting to rise. Reach the right palm up and back. Spiraling the hands down towards the right foot, stepping into our plank posture. We're coming into side plank on the other side. So weight is coming into the right hand, into the outer edge of the left foot. Reaching the right arm up, hand on hip. Whatever works for you, feel free to modify. Do what works for your body. Any variation of the legs. Send the hips up. And then release the right hand down, coming into your flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time lifting the left leg up and back. Open the hip and bend the knee. You're going to step forward in between the hands. Lower the back heel down about 45 degrees. Feel free to step it out to the side again if you'd like. Reach the chest off the thighs, warrior one. Hips are forward facing here. Finding width in our chest as we reach the arms up. And then release to goalpost arms. Sending the hands back to that grip that we found before. Palms are pressing together. Release the chest. Exhale over the thigh for humble warrior. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you so choose to keep your arms as they are, we're going to step forward to meet the left foot, top of the mat, Uttanasana. Release your head. When you're ready, release the arms. Bend the knees and just hang over your legs. If you'd like to grab opposite elbows and sway side to side with a slight bend in the knees, go for it. Release the body over the thighs and bend the knees to slowly roll to stand. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to fold hands to heart center. Bow down your forehead to your fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Notice how you feel in your body at this moment. What sensations are you experiencing? And notice the pace of the breath. We're going to release the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Release the heart forward. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Coming into our last flow, whatever version you need at this point in your practice. Got our last downward facing dog. Maybe swivel the hips from right to left. Bending one knee and then the other. And we're gonna lift, extend the spine, lift onto the tops of the toes. Slowly lower the knees down to the ground. Take the knees out wide. Send the hips towards the heels, child's pose. Release your body. If your shoulders have had enough, you can bring your hands to like a pillow and release that way. Or take the arms down to your sides and release by your legs. Whatever feels good to you. Honor your experience and stay in your child's pose for 5 breaths. Once you've moved through your final exhale, you can slowly come back. Just rock onto the knees here. We're just going to take a breath in and exhale. If knees don't work for you, feel free to sit in Sukhasana. Just taking a gentle breath in. And an exhale. Another breath in. Just a nice anchoring. And then we're going to take the arms forward, framing the mat here. We're going to step the right leg forward in between the hands for pigeon here. So reaching the right knee towards the edge of the right corner of the mat, and then the left leg is floating behind you. Lift the chest long first, and then exhale over onto your hands. Reach your head towards your hands. Let your chest fall heavy here. And let's take 5 breaths in our pigeon posture. So move through your 5. bottom of your fifth exhale, slowly use your hands to press yourself up. Release the chest up first, and then press the palms into the floor. Tuck the back toes, lift up into a downward dog. Shake the hips out if that feels good. And then when you're ready, sending the left knee forward to the corner direction of the left side of the mat, sending left toes back, reaching chest long. Exhale over onto your hands. Use your hands as a pillow here. If you have an actual pillow, feel free to use that as well. Take 5 deep breaths. And at the bottom of your fifth exhale, begin to release your hands to the mat, reach your chest up, and then let's just rotate slowly onto the left hip, swinging the legs around, straight and long on the mat. I'm gonna face you, but stay as you are. Shake your legs out. We did a lot of nice side bending, so now we're gonna hang forward, reach up, long, flex the toes, and exhale over the thighs, reaching for the direction of the floor. Inhale first, just to elongate the spine. Exhale, send the chest towards your thighs. Continuing to elongate the hamstrings here, flex the toes. Allow for yourself just to listen to your body and not your ego here. And just inhale and exhale over the legs, any amount that feels good to you. Breathe in and breathe out. Release the body over the thighs, and just like gravity, do what it needs to do and take over here. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Slowly allow for your spine to uncurl to vertical. Sit up nice and tall. Just shake your head out here. Maybe bring ear to shoulders. Work out the neck. Any tension is there. And then from here, we're just going to bend the knees, hug the space behind your thighs, and slowly roll down to a laying down position on your mat. Meet yourself just laying down with your knees bent and your feet planted on the floor. We're going to go ahead and prepare for our bridge posture. So pressing the feet firmly into the floor. As you inhale, scoop the belly and reach the hips off of the floor, pressing through the feet and also the upper back, maybe even finding that grip of the hands that looks like something like a basket, and scooching your shoulders underneath you as much as you can to lift those hips up, releasing for our counter pose, really pressing through those strong legs. And to come out of this, release the grip of your hands if you have it. Slowly imprint each vertebrae of the spine down on the mat. We're going to lift up for this one more time. So pressing the feet into the floor, scooping the belly under, and then lifting the pelvis up. Pressing through the feet. Releasing the upper back so you can find that nice release. Up with the hips. And then slowly releasing the grip of your hands if you have it, releasing each vertebrae of the spine down to the ground. Beautiful, everybody. Let's take the feet mat width apart. So really like spreading the legs nice and long. We're gonna just shake the knees over to the right and to the left. So really just rocking from right to left, loosening up any space in the body that has felt like it needs to be released after all that nice leg work that we did today. And then we'll all slowly find Apanasana, so reaching your knees in towards your chest, hugging in into a small ball here, curling the chin in as well. And then slowly releasing the neck down and finding that similar twist to at the beginning of our practice, letting the knees fall over to the right. If you want to take this a little bit more in depth, a little bit deeper, you can extend the left leg long and then continue to work that twist of the spine. If you'd like to just hug in as you are, just place the knees on top of one another and stretch this way. It's totally fine, whichever option you choose. Do what feels good to your body and stay there for another 3 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. We're going to return through center. Inhale. Exhale, finding the opposite side. So left side. Again, extending that top leg if that feels good to you. Any amount that feels comfortable, and just breathe here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Reminding yourself that you're here right now and you're breathing. Slowly return your knees back through center. And then option to flow through your shoulder stand if that's in your practice. If that's something that you're not feeling today, you can go ahead and just lift your legs up any amount and maybe place the hands underneath the low back and just let the blood drain through the legs in an opposite direction. If you'd like to move into your full shoulder stand, feel free to do so. Lifting the legs up, pressing. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. Pressing your hands firmly into your low back here. Really hugging the elbows in together. And reaching the toes up towards the ceiling. So really engaging the legs here. Beautiful, everybody. I see you playing around. I love it. And then when you're ready, you can move through your halasana, reaching your toes towards the back of your head. Releasing the legs long here. And as you're here in halasana, feel that nice release in the low back, maybe even the hamstrings. To roll out of this, gently start to release one vertebra at a time onto your mat, slowly letting the legs fall down to the ground. And then we'll come into a fish pose to counter pose. So for fish pose, you're keeping the legs long on the mat and releasing your hands to like a triangle shape underneath your lower back, coming onto your forearms, popping your chest up, and then releasing the head back. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly begin to chuck your chin towards your chest and allow for your shoulders to release onto the floor, letting the hands fall naturally to your sides. If you need any additional poses before you hit Shavasana today, please feel free to wiggle it out. And if you're ready to find your Shavasana, explore your options. If you're someone who has a wall behind you and you want to practice legs up the wall, go for it. If you're someone who has a pillow that's comfortable and close by, you can place it underneath your knees. Whatever feels good to your body, please honor your experience and give yourself what you need. After all, that is the point. So give yourself space to just be here now and connect with the energy that's not in the room necessarily, but in our virtual room that we've created for ourselves, our sense of connection to our community. Feel folks around you, feel the energy of others in your space, sharing your space with you. As you move through your Shavasana, close your eyes if that's comfortable, release your jaw, and just let yourself feel connected to the floor, and take deep breaths for the next few moments. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, let it out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in. Exhale to release fully. Slowly turn your head from right to left, allowing for the base of the spine, the top of the head to feel heavy. And then slowly wiggle your fingertips and your toes. When you're ready, bring yourself into a small ball, curl in Apanasana, and reach over to the right side of your mat to curl in on fetal position. If that feels comfortable to you, and just rest there for a moment. Deep breath in here and exhale, reminding yourself of your intention for your practice, whatever that was. And then keeping your eyes closed and your face relaxed, go ahead and press yourself up to a seated position that we can all face the center. Bring your hands to heart center, pressing both palms together firmly. Just tuning into your breath again. Inhale. And exhale, releasing the sits bones down to the floor, releasing the chest up, letting the head just kind of rest easy. Inhale, breath, and exhale. Bring your fingertips to your third eye, reminding yourself to think positively or neutrally in these times that are not so easy all the time, and to be kind to yourself. Bring your hands to your lips to serve as a reminder to speak, in ways that are thoughtful and intentional. Bring your hands to your heart. Actually place both palms on your heart to remind yourself to share kindness to you and to others as we all face these really hard, kind of strange and uncertain times, just knowing that with a little bit of kindness, it can go a long way. And bring your hands back to your heart and really just allow for yourself, just thank yourself for what you're able to do for yourself today, to carve out time for you and for your body, and for your mind, and your breath, and for a sense of community in your day. So we'll just take all of that in, breathing in, and exhale to release. And I'll just say namaste to you all to remind you that I'm here with you one way or another, and the light in me honors you always. So thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with me. Really appreciated seeing all of you in some capacity and hearing from you. So thank you.